And welcome everybody back to a brand new episode of the Lando Project, where we give you all the movie news, TV news over the past week. I'm, of course, your host, Lando, and I'm here with Little Lando and Mr. Bob Ross. But, of course, I am always joined with my good friend out there in the Texas streets. The mean streets of, where you at, Houston? Is it Houston? Dallas. Oh, yeah, with the Cowgirls.
Bro, yeah, remember, Cowboys, greatest team on the planet. That's where we is. Come on, man.
Do you think
Come on, man. You know we in his house.
Cowgirls might be the most hated sports team.
We is. Hate us.
Like,
hate us all you want. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now.
The hate will always continue. Hate.
Hate will always be there.
Dave Chappelle playing hate ball. Hate.
That's okay. That's okay. We love hate. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Go ahead.
We got a good show, man. We got Lindsay behind the boards on the on the ones and twos.
Wifey on the ones and twos.
Yeah, we got Miss Lando out here. She's going to be driving the show, guys. We are back, and yes, officially, I can say that we are back and we're ready to go. We've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work on this show. I've been telling you we've been having some new things we've been trying to do. So before we even get into everything, I want to let you guys know we are officially ready to start doing our brand new Lando Project daily show. That'll start tomorrow. That'll run Monday through Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Going to be some good stuff. We're not going to be just doing movie news, but we're going to talk sports. We're going to talk social commentary, culture stuff. We're opening up the show, man. We're opening up the show. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. More than just what we see on the big old silver screen. So we are so excited for this, man. BC knows we've been working on this for like 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months behind the scenes, ready for it to go. And a lot of it is because of your guys' passion for the show and also the love and support of the team here with BC and with Lindsay. So just quick clap for the team. You know, we're making these moves. We're small, but we're trying everything we can to try to do bigger and better things. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that, and we'll check out that new daily thing. But yeah, BC, that's my morning Sunday church announcements. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, you know, things are going good. I like the progression of the channel. We're going to have some more stuff for people to watch and check out. I won't be there as much during the week, but every now and then I'm definitely going to pop in, and I'm excited to, kind of hang out in the chat and BS with you guys and have a good time.
Yeah, and the great thing about doing the Monday through Friday show, like I said, we're going to talk movie news every single day on that. Movie, TV news, that will always be the DNA of the Lando Project. Movie, TV news, that's not going nowhere. But we are going to handle things like real world stuff. That stuff's happening out there in the streets. Some sports stuff.
In the streets.
Out there in the streets. When the Twitter streets, we'll get to reading. You know what I'm saying? Which opens up the Sunday show that me and BC do to just kind of relax a little bit, make it more of an open-ended discussion, talk with you guys out there in the chat, fire away. We got Lindsay back there. She's going to be able to read off those chats as they come in. Yeah, this is going to be more of a laid-back thing on Sundays, but Monday through Friday, we got some really, really cool stuff that we've been working on, and it's going to continually get better as we get better doing it. So, yeah, that was a good.
That's how we do it. Grow with us.
Yeah, as my boy Stevie Knight says, grinding to grow, growing to grind. You know, and that's what we're doing over here at the Lando Project. So, guys, if you guys haven't already subscribed, maybe hit that like button, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Bring a friend. It's church. Bring a friend. That's what they do, right?
Bring a friend. Bring a buddy.
Down,
say, hey, check it out, man. I got a show for you.
Yeah, man. It's good times. It's good times. Like, you like Rogan, these guys are 1,000% better than Rogan. That's us. This is facts. Super facts. But nah, man, super excited about that kind of stuff. But yeah, transitioning off of that. We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
We have some shit. We have some shit. I want to ask you, man, because you the Submariner. You know what I'm saying? You the Namor out here.
Yeah.
My guy. There's a lost submarine. Well, it's not lost anymore.
Yeah, man. We're talking about the Ocean Gate. the ocean.
Yeah, man, bro. We talk about like the greatest TikTok memes ever produced.
TikTok went crazy with it, man.
Bro, the whole world's going to hell for laughing at this,
dude.
Like,
okay. So yeah, you're right. So guys, if you guys don't know, my day job, I actually do work and live inside of some of our finest U.S. submarines, and as a submariner, when you hear stories like this, it always brings you back to reality and grounds you a little bit, because one of the biggest things that we teach at for our sailors, for our nuclear sailors who are very much predominantly in charge of making sure that the boat has the power it needs to go through the water. But one of the biggest things that we train on are things like drills. The drills that we do are things like crush depth and leaks and stuff like that. So we can try to prevent these really nasty and sad things, because the reality of the situation is, when you get down there into that water, you're actually defying what humans are supposed to be doing. Humans are not supposed to be underwater for that period of time, under that kind of pressure. You have both these contraptions to go down there, and we have put in a lot of different, as far as the Navy goes, we've put in a lot of different things to prevent these kinds of failures. Right, you can look back at the USS Thresher, USS Scorpion, which took place in the 60s. We had 2 lost submarines back then. The USS Scorpion, I believe, was the last time that we've had any kind of lost submarine as far as the Navy's considered. But it's a very similar, eerie kind of a thing where we have recordings. We can hear the people on the boat, and it's just really, really sad. So definitely, my heart and condolences goes out to all the families of those affected. Billionaires are not, people are people. Remember that, right? People are people. You had an 18-year-old kid, I believe, that was on that 5-person, and it's sad. It's sad. Unfortunately, they didn't adhere to any like sub-safe procedures and protocols, which we normally have to do with the submarines. You have to actually have these things certified to go underwater, because the thing is, water pressure is a lot heavier than air pressure. And once that boat gets down too far, man, crush depth is real. The boat will, quote unquote, implode, right? Which is what happens when the pressure gets around the sub. It's just really unfortunate, dude. Hey, is BC okay? Oh, yeah. That was pretty much my take on it.
Man, you got all like emotional and real and in depth, and now I feel bad for these people, and I was just like, yo, look at these dumb fucks in a sub. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see it. You all like, man, like here's how it works, and I was like, yo, there's some dumb fucking millionaires in a submarine.
It's not really them, dude. It's it's real.
Playing with a fucking Xbox controller, controlling a submarine. Hey, dude, the batteries don't work. You're fucked.
Yeah, listen. Do I think that the PlayStation controller or Xbox controller that they had on there was smart? No. But could you make it work? Yes. Right? You could definitely make that work. There's a lot of people dogging them because they had a PlayStation controller. But, dude, there's so many things that we do in the military now that we use, like PlayStation controllers, like drones.
Yeah.
Like, we fly drones or pilot drones with controllers. It's easy clickbait meme material.
Oh, yeah,
it's
of course.
Easy meme material.
And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the funny.
You're here for the memes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the funny.
Yeah.
Did you see the son? Did you see the dude's stepson?
The one that didn't want to go on, right?
The one that didn't go. The one that was at Blink 182.
Oh, dude, yeah, he went to a concert the same night or some shit. Out there rocking it on, and it was like, why was you at the Blink 182 concert? And he's like, bruh, this is how I cope. That's how I cope.
Yeah, but like his pops down there dying in a submarine, and he's tweeting OnlyFans.
Bro, let me tell you what I really think. Those people died the first day.
Oh, probably.
Those.
Well,
in my opinion,
I don't know.
This isn't factual by any means. This is totally my opinion. But the way that this normally works, if something like this were to happen, if they were talking about some kind of hull compromisation, right? If the hull was compromised, by the time they went down 9,000, 10,000 meters, that sub was gone. I wish that I wish the media did a little bit better job of like trying to temper people's expectations, because they really set it up to be like, we're going to save these people. And
no, yeah.
Dog,
no, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not. When these things happen, and like I said, I go back to, and you guys look this up. If you guys don't know, look this stuff up. Look up the USS Thresher, Thresher, and then look up the USS Scorpion, right? And those were the two last U.S. naval ships, nuclear ships that we lost out there. And the Scorpion, they still can't figure out what happened to it. I know we've made all kinds of technological advances, man, but the thing is, man, don't mess with the water. There's still so much of the water we don't understand. There's still so much of the sea we don't understand. And you're testing fate. And it's really shitty that it's the Titanic, right? So now it's like the Titanic claimed more lives. So that just adds to the meme fire.
Right. The Titanic added more.
Yeah, man. It's the Kylo Ren meme. More, right?
More.
Yeah, dude. And it sucks. But when you're billionaires and it costs $250,000, that's $2 to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not my kind of tea. It's not my kind of party. But
no, I mean, I ain't getting on no submarine as is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not getting on a submarine that small.
Hell no.
And without those kinds of regulations. What I mean, I tell you that we have so many regulations in place. It's ridiculous. And for this guy to say that we didn't adhere to anything.
But you know what this makes me go? What this makes me go to? This makes me go, you know what? These billionaires, you know, trying to spend money, go do stuff, and this, that, and the other thing. Hey, we need to chill, man. We need to stop letting regular people get on submarines and regular people go into space, because it's not gonna work. You just regular people. You need to talk to NASA before you go to space. You can't just be like, yo, Elon, let's go. Like, these are regular ass people. You don't know what it takes to go up there and go underwater and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. We are defying. Like I said, I bring that word defying. Yeah. People are not supposed to be underwater like that. We can swim on the surface. We're not supposed to be diving that deep.
Mm-mm.
And anytime that you rig anything, the same way that we rig for people to fly in airplanes, right? It's the same kind of thing. We have so many precautions and so many testing available to make sure that we can do it properly. And if you have someone in 2023 that is bypassing and taking shortcuts around, doing the due diligence of getting his equipment properly tested and properly demonstrated to work well, like, you know, the maintenance of it all, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. The adrenaline high that you're going to get isn't worth it, you know? It's really unfortunate. It's really sad, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is at this point.
I'm excited to see the new movie Titanic, and it's gonna be starring Leo. This is next.
It's gonna be Tom Hanks as the captain.
Tom Hanks gonna be the captain for sure. For sure.
Tom Hanks is by far.
Never go anywhere with Tom
Hanks.
Hanks.
Never travel with Tom Hanks, bro.
Never travel with Tom Hanks.
He's
man.
Sully, crashing planes in the oceans. He's getting he's no longer the captain.
He's getting lost. His ship, his boats are getting taken over by pirates.
Yeah, man.
I ain't traveling with Tom Hanks, man.
Yeah, but James Cameron has another blockbuster sequel on his hands.
Who you know what? I don't know what celebrity would you travel with?
Who?
I ain't traveling with Tom Hanks. Who are you traveling with?
Tyrese.
Oh, you don't travel with Tyrese? That motherfucker went to space.
He has infinite.
Almost as bad as going down the Titanic. You're going to space.
Here's why. Tyrese has infinite life.
That's true.
He has infinite health. So if I go with Tyrese, I am most likely going to survive.
Okay, no. He is most likely. Someone has to be expendable.
You got
me. See, look at you.
You got
me. Look at you.
You got me.
You don't watch enough. See, I try to tell people.
Huh?
You got to watch enough horror movies, all right? You don't watch enough horror movies, you don't get it, all right? There are certain people. If you are with the invincible person, that means you're not the invincible person. That means you gonna die.
You're right.
See? See? So I don't know if I'm traveling with Tyrese.
It was a good idea.
It was, I liked where you were
so
going
who
with
traveling
it.
with?
Who am I traveling with? You know what? God, I honestly don't know. You know what? I think, okay, this is going to be cliche coming from me, but I'm traveling with The Rock. Because The Rock always going to jungles and stuff. He has the same outfit no matter what movie he's in. He's always ready to go, and he's always protecting everyone around him. So, boom, no matter where you go, and you're safe. There you go. See?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just going to travel with, like, Reese Witherspoon. She never really has anything happen.
Reese Witherspoon has some good. Yeah. Have you seen The Wild or Into the Wild or whatever that one where she's like walking? She's doing that trail.
I can't even go with Reese Witherspoon. She's out there in the jungles. Who's safe?
Do what?
Who doesn't go anywhere? I'm trying to figure out someone who doesn't go anywhere. I thought Reese stayed in the house.
Oh, Reese stayed in the house. No, there's that movie where she walks some trail. It's like all the way to California.
I heard that was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. I heard about that one. That came out like what, 2015?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like almost.
What about
It was
Tom
almost
Cruise?
like a return for her.
Would you go with Tom Cruise?
I don't know.
He is our main topic.
Because he always wanted to do crazy shit.
He is the main topic.
He always doing that white people shit. I'm like, dog.
Yeah, he is.
Just chill.
I'm glad you said
Let the stuntman do it.
Nah, dog. There are no stuntmen. It is him.
Tom Cruise is his own stuntman. Like we try to get stuntmen into the Oscars, and Tom Cruise is like, nah, I got it. Hey man, speaking of Tom Cruise,
I want to go back.
Hold on. I want to talk this Mission Impossible. Dog.
Real quick, the stuntman thing. If you had to put a first ballot in for stuntman Oscar, right? Tom Cruise or Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan. I was about to say, you better say Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan.
It's Jackie.
Yeah.
Just out of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jackie needs one of those Lifetime Achievement Awards.
He's like, you got to put Joe Montana in before you can put in Tom Brady.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You got to put the original before you put the like Tom Cruise may have upped the ante with his stunts, but Jackie the original. Like, come on, you got to have Jackie in there. Speaking of Jackie, man, I am and I know we won't talk about Mission Impossible. I want to talk about Mission Impossible in a second, but I keep seeing these trailers for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Have you seen this?
The what? Oh, he's Splinter.
Yeah, he's Splinter. Jackie Chan is Splinter. And I keep watching these trailers, and at first I was like, I don't know about these turtle voices. Like they don't sound like the turtles I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my turtles, and these turtles don't sound like my turtles. But the more I watch this trailer, the more I'm kind of getting on board with it. Are you hyped for this thing?
Yeah, you know, I'm exactly where you are. The first trailer that came out, I wasn't passing the vibe check.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I don't know about this. Donatello sounds Raphael sounds soft. You know what I mean? And then I watched that most recent one that came out like a week or two ago. And now I got more of the teenage vibe that they're going for. Because you could tell they're going for the actual teenage vibe.
Yeah, and because Seth Rogen was like, hey, the thing that I think has been missing from the Turtles for so long is the actual teenage part of it. So he went and got teenagers to voice them, and that's dope. But they don't feel like my Turtles, you know. Like they don't feel like my Turtles.
Well, I mean, you're
but the rest of the cast, Yo, I'm all in on everybody. So, it's kind of catch-22, but they're growing on me. And actually, Raphael's growing on me because I watch the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You watch that show, Mighty Ducks?
No, I watched
Game Changers.
I watched them. I watched the original movies. I haven't watched the.
Okay, so the new show on Disney, Game Changers, the main star is voicing Raphael.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. He's a good kid. He's talented. I've put him in a couple of the old Rewind recasts. He's a good kid, but it's just he's kid. Like they are legit kids.
Wasn't Alan Richardson? Wasn't he? He was Raphael.
He was Raphael in the Bay Turtles.
The Bay Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. I actually liked those Bay Turtles. As much as people want to dog on the Bay Turtles, I really enjoyed.
Dude, I love them too. I thought they were really fun, especially the second one is like the cartoon brought to life. And I thought that was fantastic. The only thing I didn't like about the second one was Stephen Amell was horribly miscast as Casey Jones.
I was going to say that my favorite part was Stephen Amell as Casey F.
Oh, you liked him as Casey Jones.
I liked Amell as Casey Jones.
Oh, I liked Stephen Amell, but I was like, this is not Casey Jones at all. This is Elias Koteas is Casey Jones, and that was a legit Casey Jones.
Well, he was,
but
good.
He was
great.
Stephen Amell, who I love Arrow, I love Heels, I'm a big wrestling fan, and Amell went out there and has done his thing. So I love Stephen Amell, but I think he was horribly miscast as Casey Jones.
Who would you cast now if you was going to do a modern take on it?
Oh man, who would I cast now?
You like that dude from Stranger Things?
Huh?
The dude from Stranger Things? He's popping up everywhere.
Who? Which one?
I don't know. The guy with the long hair. Tall guy.
The tall guy with the long hair.
I didn't watch Stranger Things. I don't know, man.
You didn't watch Stranger Things?
I didn't like it. I know.
I'm so confused right now. How do you not like?
I watched the first season of Stranger Things, and I hated every minute. I hated every minute of it. I cannot.
Of the first season?
I hated every.
The first season was so good.
Every minute, I just was not buying it. I wasn't. Wow. I know it pissed Lindsay off because she wanted to keep watching it, and I'm like, babe, you could keep watching this. I'm out.
Wow.
I gave it the She-Hulk treatment, bro. Maybe I need to go back and revisit it. Maybe I wasn't emotionally and mentally ready. I
don't know, because like I will say, like the later seasons, as they've gone on, they're definitely not as good. But that first season was absolutely incredible.
I could try it again. I have no issue with trying a show again if it's been some time. And
yeah,
I haven't watched Stranger Things since, like I said, that first original season when it first came out. And I haven't touched it since. I've seen all the trailers for all the new seasons. Nothing's really I'm good. I'm good with the Stranger Things. It's like Harry Potter to me.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea.
I get you. I definitely get you with that. I definitely get you with that. Harry Potter thing, because that ain't me. I hate that Harry Potter shit.
That ain't me, bro.
But okay, no. You know who'd be a good Casey Jones? Joe Manganiello.
Deathstroke.
That'd be a good Casey Jones. That's why.
I still want my Joe Manganiello Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah, you ain't getting that, son.
I am so sad that I never got... Of all the false promises that the DCEU set up, besides the Henry Cavill coming back in Black Adam, because that by far takes the cake, Joe Manganiello's appearance as Deathstroke was the biggest blue ball tease that the DCEU set up. I didn't care about that caterpillar dude at the end of Shazam. I didn't care about any other post-credits, but when Joe Manganiello showed up, I was like, I want that Ben Affleck, Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke, Batman.
Oh shit! My mama just watched BVS last night for the first time.
And which version? Which version? The original?
Oh, I'm pretty sure the original. I didn't tell her to watch. I told her, hey, look, it's gonna be confusing enough. Just watch what you can. I have her glowing review of it. Hold on, let me get this here. I'm gonna pull this up on my phone because I had to screenshot it because it was legit a glowing review here. There we go. Screenshots. Bada bing. Okay. Can you read that? Let me see if I can get that to read there. Nah, it's gonna be too blurry. Okay. But Mama's review is Batman's costume is all wrong.
Whoa! Well,
that's all Mama had to say.
Well, I don't want to come at Mama BC.
Yeah, so you want to call her and see what she actually said?
I will let her have it. Huh?
Yeah. You want to?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I love a good.
Let's call Mama and see what she says. Hopefully she doesn't cuss. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear. I hope she does cuss. That'd be awesome.
Of course, I
knew it'd be you.
Why?
Because you want to know what I think.
Yeah. you're on the air with me right now, Mom. So try not to cuss.
Okay, I'll try. You know, it's never easy with me. Well, first of all, that costume for Batman was all wrong.
All wrong? Why was it wrong?
He didn't wear big metal shoes like that, and he didn't have all that metal stuff all over. He was just one tough son of a gun.
Okay.
That's what and I don't believe Superman is dead.
Oh, you don't believe Superman is dead?
No, because they never covered him up. They only put that one little piece of dirt on his coffin. I just don't believe he's dead.
Okay. Well, on a whole, did y'all understand most of the movie? Did Dad get lost?
Dad got lost. We had to stop it a lot.
Okay.
But it took me probably 5 or 10 seconds to figure out Alexander Luthor.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until I saw his accompanying Lex.
Oh, you didn't know he was Lex.
Well, he's the son, isn't he?
I mean, they kind of say that, but he was their Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but he has to be the son because Lex Luthor died. You cannot do that. We know. We watch these things. You can't do that. He has to be the son.
Okay.
So we went with the son.
Okay.
I said, no, don't you remember Gene Hackman died in a subway?
Yeah, but that's not the same Superman, Mom.
But the stories all go in the same sequence. I knew exactly who the mother was and what was going on. I knew all this stuff.
Okay.
Because we watched it. So it's got a thread that goes through it, and you can't break that thread or else it doesn't work. Gotcha. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
And we liked the last 20 minutes the best. There's the story.
When Wonder Woman showed up?
Yeah. Well, and what the hell? Who's that?
That's Gal Gadot.
Oh, well, I don't know her, but I was like, I knew all along that she must be something, but I was figuring Catwoman.
Oh, really?
I wasn't figuring Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So.
All right.
We liked the last 20 minutes the best because there was a lot of the story instead of just fighting.
Yeah.
So, but we enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's okay.
So next up is Justice League, and then you can finally go see the Flash with me.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do it. I promise.
All right, Mama.
But you better change that costume. That ain't right. That really bugged me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll call you later, Mom.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All film is
my mom not the best? My mom is the best.
She is absolutely the best. I love it. Fair review.
Fair review. Pretty good.
Totally threw me off when she said the last 20 minutes were her favorite. Because normally that's everyone's worst part of the movie.
Yeah.
Which Batman costume? The
Ben
the
Affleck.
normal one? Which one though? The metal?
I guess look if it's not if he can turn his neck, my mom probably doesn't like it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if she was talking about the latex one or like the metal.
She said he doesn't need all that metal and tech and stuff.
So
he
the
can
metal,
just be a badass.
the metal one that he fights Superman with.
Yeah.
The one from The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's wrong. Okay. We everything in Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns is canon.
Gotcha.
Is canon.
No, that's
okay.
Fair. Okay. Fair. So this whole conversation jumped off because I wanted to talk about Tom Cruise. I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
Dead Reckoning. You're excited for this, right?
Yeah. It's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah. I'm not gonna see it.
Because it's the Part 1, Part 2 thing?
Yes!
Okay, dude. I don't know how to fight this with you. They just so happen that there's these 3 different singular franchises at the same time decided to do it. I don't know how to tell you. They were. I don't know.
And at least Mission Impossible is like, hey, we're gonna tell you this is Part 1. All right.
They did tell you. Dead Reckoning Part 1, the prequel origin story.
Here's the bullshit. Look, I'm gonna get Harry Potter and which one had the 2 parts?
7.
And that's Deathly Hallows, right?
Sure.
All right, that's a book, okay? And they're like, yo, we did Part 1 of the book.
Yeah.
Dead Reckoning is not based on anything.
It's based on
not
Tom
Part
Cruise's
1. It's
real
just,
life.
hey, this is our movie, and we didn't finish it.
This is an autobiography of Tom Cruise's actual life.
No, this is a television show that was turned into a movie that Tom Cruise is being a badass in, but at the same time, he's just like, yo, all these other movies are doing to be continued. I'm not watching a television show in the theaters like this, all right? And look, Spider-Verse is coming out next year.
You're going to
watch. Part 2 coming out next year.
You're going to watch
When is Dead Reckoning Part 2 coming out?
You're going to watch
7 years from now?
You're going to watch Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Huh?
You're going to watch Dead Reckoning Part 1, and here's why I know. Because Tom Cruise is the GOAT.
No, bet money. I'm not watching it.
Well, see, I'm not going to bet money now because now you're going to make it a point not to go see it to win the bet.
No, I'm already telling you right now, I'm not going to see it.
Dog,
I am waiting until Part 2 comes out, and then I will rewatch all of them, including Part 1. Because I'm not going to go watch another movie, and then at the end of it be like, all right, 5 years, I'll find out how this movie ends. No.
You have a vendetta that I cannot help you with.
That's like I'm going to go see here, I'm going to watch the first half of, I don't know, Half-Baked, and then I'll go watch the other half in 5 years.
You did not just compare the Mission Impossible franchise to Dave Chappelle's Half-Baked.
Yo, you better watch how you talk about not Half-Baked.
I didn't. Listen, I love Half-Baked, but I'm not going to compare.
Fuck you. You're cool.
Fuck you. I'm out.
I'm sitting here telling my mom not to cuss, and then I'm like,
I don't care. It is what it is, man. Listen, as much as I respect the whole here's how I feel about it. If I hear this year that they're going to make 3 more movies and they're going to be Part 1, Part 2s, I would agree with you because now it's becoming a trend. These movies were put in development 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what happens that they're falling down 1 month after each other.
Well, it's crazy. You know what? I was watching Pitch Meeting. You ever watch Pitch Meeting on YouTube?
Love Pitch Meeting.
Oh, love Pitch Meeting. They just did The Flash.
Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. They just did The Flash, and one of the things is they're like, yeah, it's 2014 when we're coming up with this movie. We're going to be the first to do multiverse stuff. And I started thinking about it. I was like, yep, all that multiverse stuff came out all at the same time.
Yeah, they were late to they announced it before everyone else did.
They did, but it's so crazy how everyone did. And now apparently Deadpool is going to be multiverse as well.
Well, they already kind of that would make the most sense because of how Deadpool 2 ended.
Oh yeah,
That would make the most.
But it's just funny how these things line up like this. Like back when you got Deep Impact and Armageddon, and you got you know what I'm saying?
Bug's Life.
Huh?
Ants
and Bug's Life. White House Down and
the other White House Down.
Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah, that one.
Did you see White House Down?
With Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
Solid. I love that.
Oh, the one with Channing Tatum? Yeah. And it had Jamie Foxx? Yeah. No, I didn't see that shit.
No, I said it's solid. I said it's solid.
Okay, solid. I thought you were like, yeah, the one with no, I didn't see that.
No, dude, which one's Morgan Freeman in? No, that's Fallen.
That's Olympus.
That's Olympus.
So I liked White House Down.
I liked it too.
I didn't like Olympus.
I like them both.
And so when they kept going with Olympus and we didn't get any White House Down, I was like, man, this is some bullshit. I want more Jamie Foxx and Channing. I don't care about Gerard Butler.
I'm ready for a crossover, bro.
Facts. Put them all together.
Put Channing Tatum right there with Morgan Freeman and Jamie Foxx right there with
Gerard Butler and I forget who the president is in that one.
I can't remember. I think it's
Gerard Butler and it's the multiverse, the White House multiverse.
Aaron Eckhart? Is it Aaron Eckhart?
Oh yeah, Two-Face. Oh snap! Did you hear Josh Hartnett and Joel Edgerton are up for Two-Face and the Batman?
What?
Yeah.
Fuck, hold on. No, hold on. This is the first time I ever got beat to a Batman news. Wind this back. Run it again.
Yeah, so the front runners in the Batman for Harvey Dent are Josh Hartnett and Joel Edgerton.
I like both of those.
Dude.
I like both of those.
Look, Josh Hartnett is a fantastic actor. I love Josh Hartnett. He's in two of like one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite underrated movies is called Hollywood Homicide, and it's got Josh Hartnett and Harrison Ford. Or is it Harrison Ford? I think it's Harrison Ford. Yeah, and they're homicide detectives in L.A. or in Hollywood, and it's hilarious, man. It is so damn good. And then he's in my favorite Halloween movie, H2O. So I love Josh Hartnett. H2O. But Joel Edgerton as Gatorade. Harvey Dent, I am here for it.
Oh, dude, the Josh Hartnett pick is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture. I can see him as Harvey. I'm trying to picture the Two-Face switch. Joel Edgerton. That's the pick.
Yeah.
That's the pick, dude.
Yo, I'll take Joel Edgerton in anything.
Yeah, I really would. But that means if they're going to go for that, well, that his age wouldn't. Oh, you mean for the Batman as far as the
Robert Batman, not Batman Brave and Bold.
Okay.
The Pattinson.
For Robert Pattinson. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, I do too. I love Joel Edgerton.
I think him with Paul Dano, Barry Keoghan. I think you're putting together Colin Farrell. I forget Colin Farrell. I think you're putting together a really nice rogues gallery.
Oh yeah, it's a sick gas.
Dude, they're really that Batman movie. As much as everyone wants to dog on DC movies, man, that Batman movie was fucking awesome.
Yo, I think when this is all said and done, I think the Batman trilogy is going to be remembered better than the Dark Knight trilogy.
High praise. It depends on how they land the Joker.
Yeah,
that's true. It depends on Barry Keoghan, which I have no doubt off of that very 10-minute clip that they released, that Barry Keoghan has a grasp on this character.
Oh, yeah.
I think he has a phenomenal grasp on it, more so than I think that Jesus, who was his not Blink 182. Mars. What's the Joker?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. I think Barry Keoghan had a better grasp on that character than Jared Leto had a grasp on that character in the Snyderverse world.
I like Jared Leto's Joker. I know a lot of people hate on Jared Leto's Joker, but I really liked him because I look at him. He's the psychopath.
He's the gangster. Yeah, and I liked what he did with it. I just thought that world, it didn't fit. If I were to take that Joker, put him in a different world, maybe I think it fits better.
And then the Snyder cut really hyped up.
The Snyder cut hyped it.
Leto Joker.
Yeah, that nightmare scene was Jared Leto locked in, and I liked him a lot in that. That Barry Keoghan though, when that clip came out, I loved what I was hearing because that's the Joker I've been wanting. Yeah. I want that murder on my mind kind of Joker, red rum. You know what I mean?
I want Joker to stay in jail for a while. I don't want to see.
So would I.
I don't want to see Joker. I want to see more Two-Face. I want to see more Catwoman. I want to see an Ivy. I want to see a Mr. Freeze.
I think Mr. Freeze, of all the other characters, Mr. Freeze has the biggest upside potential.
Yeah.
In this new Batman, Pattinson universe.
Yeah.
And more so than I think that if you throw Mr. Freeze and say the Batman Brave and the Bold, I think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to hit as much, but in that Batman universe, Mr. Freeze, more so than I think Two-Face, but you have to have a good Harvey Dent. You need Harvey Dent in this world, right? But I think Mr. Freeze has a lot of potential if you don't want to go Court of Owls. I think Court of Owls would be the most difficult to do for the mass audience.
Yeah.
You know, I was hearing rumors about Clayface.
That's the other one. That's what I was about to say. I want to see a Clayface. Like, I want Brave and Bold. Like I like Two-Face in the Batman, but I think the Brave and Bold should give us a Clayface.
Well, I was hearing Clayface in Pattinson. That
I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I want to see him in the Brave and the Bold. I want to see a Man-Bat in Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I want the supernatural elements.
Yeah.
In the Brave and the Bold, like the Clayface, supernatural kind of esque, Brave and the Bold. Two-Face, burn face. He can go into Batman. Like the more grounded, more actual realistic characters, throw in the Batman universe, and let's get weird on the Batman Brave and the Bold. Let's get fucking weird, ridiculous with it.
Dude, I want to see. I want to see. You know what I really want? I want to see the ventriloquist and Scarface.
Scarface would be sick, dude.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
You know who would actually be a good character for the Batman universe?
Who?
Victor Zsasz.
Man, we've seen Zsasz a lot lately, though.
I'm aware, but I want to see a good Victor Zsasz or a Calendar Man.
Calendar Man would be interesting.
You know, in this. And also, you have to think about, are they actually going to introduce Hush?
I mean,
Hush would
problem with doing Hush is I feel you just did Hush.
Well, not necessarily when you're talking about the...
Like, Riddler was Riddler, but Riddler was Hush. Like...
Hush being more of the brother companion to Bruce.
Yeah.
Right? You can go into the Arkham, right? The whole deal with the Arkham side with the Martha's heritage. And you can go that way with it. But I would rather see. But if I'm just picking where I would want these characters to go, like I'm saying, Clayface, Brave and the Bold. If Victor Zsasz came down, I would put him in the Batman. If Calendar Man came down, I'll put him in the Batman. Court of Owls, the Batman, right? Man-Bat, Brave and the Bold. Lazarus Pit, Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's go supernatural over here. Let's get the real Ra's al Ghul. That's pretty much Genghis Khan.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want to see and this is a little bit against it, but I don't want to see League of Shadows.
League of Shadows.
I don't want to see them in the Batman because we're getting Damian in Brave and Bold, so they're going to be a part of that. So let's leave them there.
Yeah, Talia should be over there. Well, of course.
I'd like to see maybe the Court of Owls would be good for the Batman.
Yeah, Court of Owls. That's what I was saying. It's Court of Owls, dude. You're now way more in depth on the Court of Owls now after doing all of your stuff. Court of Owls to me is the pinnacle of Batman.
I'm not a huge fan of that storyline, but I think it works really well for the grounded The Batman.
I think that they can remix that story better for a movie than it was done in the comic book. That's one of the few stories that I think that done right in a movie would would make that story so much better. There's a lot of potential with that Court of Owls storyline.
Yeah.
That I think is just untapped. Are we done with the Tom Cruise?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I didn't know what you wanted me to talk about, so I put him as Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I know. I saw the thumbnail. I'm not go. Well, I did say do something with Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you didn't give me a lot of direction here.
Oh, because I wanted to be like, yo, I'm not watching this movie.
So I do want to talk about this, though. So with Tom Cruise, man, and what I mean when I say the GOAT, just to clarify the context of this conversation, I'm not necessarily saying is he the greatest actor. My question is Tom Cruise the biggest and greatest movie star of all time?
He's up there. Because he's the only one you can still look at and go, you're still a movie star. Like him, Will Smith, The Rock, they're kind of the last movie stars. You know, like the big time stars.
Where they sell the ticket.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would put Tom Cruise currently over The Rock. The Rock came in a little bit later, and then The Rock hasn't been box office gold like he has been.
I mean, but the problem is The Rock can make bad movies, and we don't care. Right? All right,
That's
whatever.
awesome.
What's next?
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Some people make bad movies, and it's like, nah, you make bad movies. Some people get the G League. Some people get the G League.
But here's the question, though. Can you say The Rock is a better, bigger movie star than Tom Cruise? And that's harder for me to say than is Tom Cruise better than The Rock.
Well, yeah, but let me reverse that question. Can you say that Tom Cruise is bigger than The Rock? And that's hard for me to say, too.
Well, I mean, muscular? No.
No.
I think The Rock is the size of Tom Cruise.
Fact. I think Tom Cruise is the size of The Rock's, like, thigh.
Exactly. But yes, I would say that the Tom Cruise is bigger than The Rock. I would.
See, I don't know if I can say that.
Top Gun Maverick proved it for me.
I mean,
Top Gun Maverick proved it for me. The success of the Mission Impossible franchise, which is going on, its 9th in the series.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike the Fast and Furious franchise, this series is getting more acclaimed every single time. Every single time Tom Cruise drops a Mission Impossible movie, it is better.
Well, yeah, but Fast X is the first Fast and Furious movie to not make more money than the one before it.
I'm not saying money.
So what happens when Dead Reckoning comes out and only makes 600, 700 million?
Then we'll have that conversation then.
Okay.
Right? We can revisit. But that hasn't happened yet.
What do you think it's going to do? See, because everyone's ragging on the Flash. Oh, the Flash failed.
There's a lot of issues with the Flash, and we can talk about
Did it? Is it the Flash's fault? Because Elemental's not doing good either. And that's Pixar.
I brought this up with Lindsay. The Flash is the victim of circumstance, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's the ultimate victim, the same way that Shazam was. What I think we're seeing is a dynamic shift in what people are wanting to go to the movies for.
Yeah.
When you have the movies now available, they're in movie theaters for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, you can buy that shit on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shit. Creed 3 was on Amazon 4 weeks ago.
And after 3 weeks, you can get it on HBO Max.
Get on HBO Max, right? I mean, shit. What movie? There's been movies that come out. They would literally only be in theaters for 2 weeks, and you could buy it off of Amazon.
Yeah. The
need for the average movie-going audience to go to the movie, they're not only going to go for the shit that not the shit that matters, but there has to be more for the audience member to want to go.
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse, like, I'm talking to my friends, and they're like, well, Larry, listen, over the past 6 weeks, you've had Fast and Furious. You've had Transformers. You've had The Flash. You've had Spider-Verse. You've had Little Mermaid. Every single week from beginning of May.
It was a fucking brawl.
It was a gauntlet to go. It seemed like most people saved their money for Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Right? And Guardians. You also had Guardians that come out. The Flash was the last movie out of that
of that spread, yeah.
Of that spread. Well, it's like the surplus check. When the surplus check came out, everyone had money to blow in the beginning. I don't think people really got the bread to keep on going back to the movies, so every single time you go, it's $50.
That's true. I keep explaining it to people. I'm going, hey, this is the beginning of a rebuilding season.
Yeah.
All right. Now DC just had a great draft pick. They had a good little draft pick with Shazam. It was a decent draft pick, but not a name. All right. Now they went out. They got themselves a good little name with the Flash. All right. And then they're going to make a couple more changes when we hit Blue Beetle. We're going to make a good move with Blue Beetle. We're going to make a good move with Aquaman. We're going to make a great move with Superman Legacy. So then by the time Batman Brave and the Bold comes out, maybe fans are like, yo, I've watched all these movies on HBO Max. They've all been good. Maybe I'll go to theaters to see this Batman. So that's what's going to be the key. When we get to the Batman, if Batman Brave and the Bold doesn't make money, then it's officially, yo, we got a problem.
I agree.
But
I agree.
I think we building to there, and I think they're building. They're building strong bricks. They got good bricks right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And also, what's the common expression? Except for the Ocean Gate, a rising tide lifts all ships.
Exactly.
Right. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of blame on Marvel.
Yeah.
And by a little bit, I want to put for the failure of the Flash, I want to put 50% blame on Marvel. Here's why. With Marvel's, they got the game in a noose, bro. They got the game locked up. They got the game tied up. When you're overproducing products at such a rate that Marvel has been producing, and the products have been generally received less and less and less acclaim by both critics and also audiences, the entire outlook of the comic book movie genre dips down.
Yeah.
It dips down. We already know that DC is not outputting at the same pace as Marvel, so therefore, and neither is Sony. So therefore, Marvel has the biggest footprint in this game right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people have been burned by a lot of Marvel movies lately. Ergo, if those Marvel movies, which people consider like the iPhone and the Apple product to the DC's Android product, if the iPhone is trash, why would I go look at that other trashier Android?
Because Android's better.
I agree with you on this, right? But that's what the general movie-going audience is seeing. Also, yeah. I believe that there's a huge media push that favors the Marvel direction more than the DC direction. Every DC movie that comes out is it going to be worth it? And they trash it instantly. Whereas Marvel, I think Marvel gets so many passes, it's unreal. It's unreal. So I do contribute the lack of quality in general of these comic book franchises to a big portion of why the Flash also dipped. Now, listen, I know about the Ezra Miller stuff. We already know about that. And that did have a big play. But I would also say that the output of less quality, it's the diminishing returns aspect.
Yeah.
You know, so when hopefully Marvel hopefully Marvel starts to scale back. I think Marvel needs to scale back a little bit. Allow the breathing room to open back up because I think audiences are suffocated. There's a lot of people that can't even keep up with the Marvel shit.
Yeah. Like, and again, like I don't, because people aren't going to go every single week to see a movie. Like, it gets expensive. It's expensive for me, and I got that AMC movie thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Like, I spent $45 on popcorn the other day. I was like, God, that's a lot of popcorn. Damn. But speaking of Marvel, did you watch Secret Invasion?
Did I? Oh boy.
You like it?
I like it.
I love it.
I like it, man. I like. We doing spoilers?
I have no idea what's going on, and I love it.
Are we talking spoilers?
Might as well, yeah.
Okay.
The spoilers.
Hey, baby, can you throw that spoilers graphic?
Throw that warning up. It's up there in the corner, over on that side, over on the other side of his head.
Yeah, it's right.
There you go.
Soldier Boy is kind of blocking it, but
I loved it, man. I thought it was really good. It was intense. I had no idea what the whole time. I'm like, oh no, that's a Skrull. Oh damn, no, that's a Skrull. No, this one's a Skrull.
Yeah, they really nailed the tone.
The paranoia tone, absolutely.
Yeah, man. But while we're talking about this, the intro. There's been a lot of brouhaha online about the intro.
I don't get why people are mad. It's a fucking intro.
Yeah. So for the viewers out there,
I watched it and I was like, oh my god, this feels like the MCU, the Netflix MCU entrances.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, this feels like a Daredevil. I liked it. I had no problem with it.
So for the viewers out there that don't know yet, if you guys don't know, the intro to Secret Invasion was AI generated, right? With the help of artists. Artists created it with the help of AI, I should say.
Yeah. Now
a lot of people are saying, oh man, Warner Brothers is pushing out visual effects artists so they can use AI and all this kind of nonsense. In which Warner Brothers has come out to deny those claims. Like, no, we didn't fire anybody. We used the same amount of talent. They just used this different tool.
Yeah.
Bump the political aspect of it. I thought the look worked. I thought the look of that intro worked really, really well. The shape-shifting, the morphing, I thought it had a really cool aesthetic, and it put me into the world that I'm about to watch Shapeshifters, and that was really, really cool. Samuel L. Jackson back as Nick Fury is always fun. He is one of the OG guys, and we've been missing Nick Fury for a while.
And I like this Nick, this jaded,
off his
game Fury. Oh,
I like it. So he gonna have this. How Stella got her groove back.
Yeah,
this is what.
That's what this is. How Fury got his groove back.
This is what this is, man. So I can already tell it's gonna end awesome. The beard. Hold on, let me just say this, man. That beard.
The beard is epic.
The beard, it's kind of Tyler Perry-ish. It kind of looks...
Okay.
It looks fake.
Man. I think the beard is epic,
you think he grew the beard?
I don't know. Honestly, now that you say that, I don't know.
Like it was patched in right. It looks... It takes me out every single time. It just looks fake. I don't know. It gives me that Tyler Perry dreadlock look. Like, bro, why are we doing the hair?
Yeah, I feel you.
Come on, work on that a little bit. But but how he is being portrayed, I really, really like how they did that. To set up the intro with Agent Ross, and it turns out Agent Ross is a Skrull.
What's up? Do you think Ross has been a Skrull this whole time?
No.
So you think they have Ross captured somewhere?
Yes. I think Ross is captured.
So when do you think they captured him, though? After the Wakanda released him?
After Wakanda.
Okay.
I think after Wakanda is when he got captured. Well, after the Dora Milaje
released him from prison.
I think it's whenever he got. Maria Hill. R.I.P. to a gangster.
Aunt Robin.
Robin got, bro.
Aunt Robin came on the scene in 2012 with the Avengers and became one of our favorite members of S.H.I.E.L.D., bruh.
Yeah, she was. I loved, she really did for Maria Hill. And like I said, guys, I base a lot of my reactions based off of the comic book iteration.
Mm-hmm.
And she nailed Maria Hill to the point where she doesn't get enough credit.
Yo, hold up. I thought Maria Hill was made up for the movie.
No, Maria Hill was loaded already in the comic book. She ends up becoming the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the comic book whenever Nick Fury goes underground.
I totally thought Maria Hill was one of those characters made up for the movie, like Coulson. Like, I thought she was like a Coulson.
Coulson's made up. Made up. Maria Hill is not. She is a comic book, and this is where, like I said, I argue with people, bro. when people say Robert Downey Jr. killed Iron Man, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, to not put, honestly, Kobe Smulders up there for great Maria Hill character, she crushed it.
Okay, but, all right. She did not, she was created in 2005. Her first appearance was 2005.
Yes.
So she's not super old. Okay, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, so it's definitely part of the newer Ultimates.
Yeah. Okay.
That series, but when they introduced her, she was going to be the right hand to Nick Fury, to the point where when Nick Fury always has to go do super squirrely shit,
yeah,
Maria Hill becomes the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And she runs that shit to the point where her and Nick Fury really argue a lot in the comic books. That's why I really like Maria Hill. And I was apprehensive at first when they casted Aunt Robin. I was like, I don't know. Maria Hill's kind of like one of those.
So I didn't watch. How I Met Your Mother, like when it aired.
Yeah. I
actually ended up binging it like a little bit before the Avengers came out. Not for any reason in particular, just because I just wanted to watch the show, so I binged all the way through it. And then Avengers comes out, and I'm just like, it's Aunt Robin!
Yeah, and it really, when you think about it, how just her character from 2012 until now, it was a really well-made thing. Now, I really like how they had to kill off Talos' wife. It was a smart decision to kill Talos' wife off, because now we know for certain.
And they made sure they lingered on that shot of her. They're like, nah, this bitch is her, and she dead.
She dead. Which also brings me back to why I think Agent Ross is a Skrull after Wakanda, because the thing about the Skrulls, when the Skrulls bleed, they bleed green.
And he bled in Wakanda.
Same thing with Don Cheadle. When Don Cheadle got broken in Civil War.
Yep.
Right? So if Don Cheadle ends up being a Skrull, it would have to be after. If we're going to follow the rules of the road here, right?
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
You have to think about the injuries and everything. I still think that Contessa is a Skrull.
Okay.
And I think Thunderbolt Ross is in cahoots.
You know, that's what's interesting, because we know Thunderbolt Ross is going to become President Ross.
Correct.
And we have a different president. We have
a different president right now. I like this actor.
Yeah, but it's I'm like, ooh, where are we going? Because you know this is going to help lead into the Thunderbolts. Is that what it's called?
Oh, Captain America: New World Order.
Or no. I'm talking about Thunderbolts.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, like.
But he's also president in Captain America.
Hey, hold up.
Which
we
comes
gotta
out
talk
before
about
Thunderbolts.
Captain America. I'm pissed.
Did they change the name?
I'm so fucking mad.
I knew you was gonna be mad.
I
knew
am.
You was.
Brave New World
sounds like a fucking whack ass Disney song.
Facts.
I don't like it. Go back to NWO, bro.
Man, we need the NWO.
Bro, do you remember the memes?
Life.
When they announced Captain America New World Order, like people were skeptical when they heard, okay, Captain America 4, we're going to get this new cap. Okay, cool. They announced New World Order. Motherfuckers was like, oh, okay.
Oh, shit. We got shit, man. Woo.
Let's ride.
Too sweet.
Yeah. And Brave New World, dog. Aladdin.
So I watched Winter Soldier the other day, and literally, like, Armin Zola is like, yeah, we're building a new world order. And I'm like, that was the perfect name.
But also, bring back more Zemo. I need more Zemo.
I do want more Zemo.
When they was running through the thing in the first 5 minutes of Secret Invasion, and when Agent Ross ran through, like there was like a little discotheque, I guess he ran through. And they was out there doing the thing. Turn to the left, might see Zemo out there killing the game.
Anytime there's music, there should be some kind of club, and Zemo, you just see Zemo dancing in the background. Always.
Zemo is so dope, bro.
He was.
He's like becoming. I'm looking at Zemo like Lex Luthor in Marvel.
Yeah. But Zemo didn't get his respect until we got to that Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That was the best thing
Because Zemo in Civil War wasn't the same. That Zemo and Falcon Winter Soldier, he jamming,
Zemo and Falcon Winter Soldier solidified himself as just a straight up fan favorite. He's like, listen, y'all don't know about me now, but you will.
I feel you.
I love it, dude. Damn, I was about to go somewhere. Secret Invasion, really well done. I'm curious to see, because they're obviously not going Super Skrull route.
It looks like they're trying to build the Super Skrulls, yeah.
I know that they can't legally do Super Skrull. I think some of those things are still attached to the Sony stuff.
Fox. They were attached to Fox.
They were attached to Fox. Was that what it was? I thought it was the Sony part.
Nope, it's Fox. So they can.
So they can do Super Skrull. There was a time where they couldn't.
Those characters in Dark Phoenix, in X-Men Dark Phoenix,
yeah,
they were the Super Skrulls. And then they found out Captain Marvel was going the Skrull route, so they went back and changed them to different characters.
Got it.
And that's why that movie is so shitty.
Yeah. Okay, because I knew at one point Marvel had the right to Skrull, not
Super Skrull. Yeah. Fox had the Super Skrull, so now Marvel has them because they bought Fox.
They could. So it looks like that's where they're leading up to with this Gravik.
Yeah.
Gravik character.
So wait, that's technically, if we bring in the Super Skrulls, that's the first thing from the Fox universe that Marvel brings in, technically. I mean, music, they already had the right to the animated song.
I mean,
so the first thing they got from Fox will be a Super Skrull that they bring in, theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah, if you're not counting the Professor X of it all.
Oh, yeah, never mind. That was the first.
Speaking of which, Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3, you hear the rumor. Who was on set?
No.
Ben Affleck.
Yo, let there be a Batman in this movie.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Let there be a Batman.
But no, they're saying supposedly he's going to be reprising his Daredevil in this Deadpool 3.
I will lose my shit.
Bruh.
I love Daredevil. I don't care what anyone says. I love the director's cut of Ben Affleck Daredevil.
They're going to have to bring in Happy.
They have to bring in Happy. To talk about the alligators in the sewer.
They're going to have to bring Favreau back as Froggy.
Bring who back as Foggy?
Favreau.
Oh, I thought you said bring the other one back too. I was like, are we bringing both Foggy?
I don't care about the other guy. I did not like.
Yo, you gotta watch out. That's Fulton Reed, bro. He was the greatest. He was one of the best Mighty Ducks there were.
He was great in the Mighty Ducks. However, I like me some Favreau Foggy.
Foggy was a good.
He was great. So that's the rumor, is that Ben Affleck was on the set of Daredevil 3.
That would be hilarious.
Which I don't know what else he could potentially be doing if he's going to be on set of Daredevil 3.
However, I do want to say this: Michael Keaton back as Batman. You got Christopher Reeve. Spoilers for The Flash too. Christopher Reeve showing up as Superman. Yeah. You know, we're getting all that. All this nostalgia. I swear to God, if Marvel does not give us a Chris Evans Human Torch at some fucking point, I'm gonna lose my shit.
They're gonna do it because Chris already said he would do it.
Yes,
Chris
like we have to see it somewhere.
He would do Captain again. He would do Human Torch before he. I think he said that he would do Human Torch before he would come back and do Captain America.
I would love it. We need to see it. We need it.
Dude. Why not? Bring the ball back, man. I want to bring back the Shield as a thing. Bring Invisible Woman.
I would so love to see Michael Chiklis back.
Yeah, man. Michael Chiklis was great as the thing.
And I'll take Jessica Alba at any point in time. Yeah, I don't care. You can put her on. Oh, speaking of Jessica Alba, I went and saw No Hard Feelings last night.
With
the J-Law, the Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the trailers for this?
I'm not going to watch it.
Do what?
I don't like Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not really going to watch it.
So I went to see it because I was like, okay, it's probably just a paycheck movie. I'll get a few laughs at it, whatever.
How was it?
It's hilarious.
Is it?
It has the best fight scene in any movie I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie to you. It's so good. And the movie has heart that I didn't think it was going to have. It's actually well written. It's definitely a 2000s rom-com made today. Like, definitely. Or raunch-com, I guess you would call it. It's like an American Pie. I say it's failure to launch meets American Pie. If you can put those two together, that's what this is.
I mean, I heard there was a lot of good physical comedy with this movie.
So she murks the physical comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta check it out, dude. I gotta check now.
It definitely and maybe it's because I went in expecting it to just be a run of the mill cheap 90-minute comedy.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
But it actually had real heart to it.
Trailers
and I was like, this is good.
Yeah, trailers didn't sell me at all, dude.
No, they didn't really sell me either, but it legit, it has heart.
Yeah. It
really works, man. I loved it. I had so much fun with it.
The one that we just saw was that George Clooney. Oh.
The Flash?
No, it ain't really he has in The Flash. No, George Clooney in. Is that Sandra Bullock? Oh, what's her name? Huh?
It's Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Let me see what it is.
Julia Roberts, George Clooney.
Their daughter's getting married. They're divorced, and they have to go to their daughter's wedding.
They got to go to the wedding. Man.
Ticket to Paradise.
Tickets to Paradise?
Ticket to Paradise.
Ticket to Paradise.
Was that cute?
Dude, I like George Clooney. And I like.
Look, man, I love a good rom-com.
I love a good rom-com, bro.
Yeah.
A good rom-com goes all the way, man. I like it. And George Clooney kills the game with the rom-coms.
Oh, yeah, George Clooney, great, man. No matter what George Clooney does, he did good.
Now, and the same thing, too, I was going to say, Jennifer Roberts. It's Jennifer Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. A-star. A-plus rom-com talent. I'm never disappointed with Jennifer Roberts. Bruh,
she will always be the greatest Tinkerbell of all time.
Dude, I forgot that she was Tinkerbell. Yeah, man.
Hook, man. Hook.
Underrated. But I was like, man, because there's a lot of times we see a lot of rom-coms. Like Tina Fey. I do not laugh at Tina Fey. I don't know why.
It depends. I loved her. Like, I love her when she's a little more serious. Like Mean Girl. I love her in Mean Girls. She's so good.
But her twin, I call her twin. But
yeah, I don't like them together.
From Parks and Rec, right?
Yeah.
I like her. I laugh when she cracks jokes. Sarah, I think that's her name. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Jennifer Roberts, dude, I laugh all the time. And she's not even trying to be funny. I recommend Tickets to Paradise. It was a good.
That's what's up. I'll have to check that out.
That was a good little one, man.
I'm going to kick BC out for a little bit, but it's Julia Roberts.
Julia
not Jennifer.
Roberts.
Wow, we just been sitting here saying Jennifer Roberts?
Yeah, Jennifer Roberts.
Yeah.
Because I thought that's who she told me. I was set up behind.
Julia Roberts.
I was set up behind the stage, guys.
That's really bad that we were calling her Julia.
Yeah, my bad. My bad, Jennifer. My bad.
Yeah, there's too many.
There's too many of them. I know.
Universe, yeah.
But George Clooney looks good, dog. What else?
Hold on. I want to hear what you think of Ticket to Paradise.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. I really like their chemistry together because a lot of rom-coms that you see, they either have it or they don't. They're dynamic. Ugh, loved it. Ate everything up. I was like, oh, yes, put them on screen. When they weren't on the screen, it was okay, but every time they're on screen, I was like, all right, we got a movie.
Well, they've always been good together. Like, they're great in the Ocean's movies together.
Yeah, man. Until they killed off his character.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't know. We don't know. We didn't see him. Ain't no part. Like my mama said. My mama thinks Superman's still alive, all right?
Do you think we would get a sequel to Ocean's 8 before we get a sequel to Oceans?
I don't think we'll get another Ocean's movie from. I don't know. I don't know how.
You don't think George Clooney and Brad Pitt would just be like, "Hey, call Cheadle"?
Damon. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Fuck it, let's ride.
I just don't see them going. I don't see a reason for it to them to go. Hey, let's go do this.
I do like the Ocean's franchise, man. I
would love it, but I don't see it happening.
I really just want to see Brad Pitt and George Clooney in another movie together. They were great. Yeah. They were great. They have that kind of chemistry that you only get every once in a while. They had that Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan. You know, they had that kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it. What else is there to talk about, Big Dog?
I think that's about it, brother.
No, that can't be it. We got any chats?
Hey, yes, we have a very active chat. All right.
We did. I was watching it, man. Y'all killing it in the chat today.
I do apologize. Fredtastic314 sent a $5 super chat earlier when we were talking about actors in movies that we would want to be in if we're in like real life situations. And he said, if we're going on the theory that the longer Tom Cruise runs in a movie, the more money it makes, then the trailers say they're gunning for $2 billion.
Facts. I can't argue with this kind of logic.
That's legit logic. I'm not mad at the logic either. Yeah. That is good logic. That's a good way to judge.
The more that Tom Cruise runs in the movie, the higher. I think that's actually a factual. If you were to look at the chart by Dan.
He's running the box office up.
Send that to Dan Murrell. Have Dan Murrell do the box office breakdown on this very, very important analysis. We need to get this figured out. I want to know the exponential amount that each step correlates to how much money actually it makes. He does run an awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
As like sprinting. Like, when's the last time, bro, you sprinted?
He's a good sprinter. He's a good on-screen sprinter. You know, he's not like he ain't like Liam Neeson can't run on screen. Like Liam Neeson need to walk everywhere. Yeah. He can't run. He looks weird when he runs. Tom Cruise looks good when he's running.
Dude, you know that reminded me, man. When I was watching the Batman, Flash with Keaton, and when Keaton was jumping around on the Kryptonian, all I was thinking of was like, dude, I know his knees
are cracking.
Bruh. Like, cause man, you know he like what, 65?
Yeah.
And I know my knees crack. I'm 31. I could only imagine. No wonder he died 8 times, 9 times. He didn't die from bleeding out. He died from just the pain of his knees popping.
Yeah.
Bad day. But what else we got?
That's it, my dude.
Oh, no, the chats.
Oh, yeah.
TV and Truman Show, yeah. The Raid and Dread. Now, that was a big one. Where the Dread, though, I thought came out a few years after the Raid. But
but Dread was definitely influenced by the Raid.
Yeah, the Dread was very much influenced on the Raid. I think what BC was trying to get at is like Ants in a Bug's Life, they dropped like 2-3 months apart from each other. So they were independent. They were independently being made. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One wasn't influenced by the other. Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. I would say that Dread was heavily influenced by the Raid.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah, I can see that. I got some friends that I'm like, man, I don't even want to talk to them because I know this was going to be, there wasn't enough superhero bang bang for them to enjoy it. Like a couple of my friends. So I'm like, I know they're not going to like this. So I understand that they're going to be people that this is not, they're what they want. I'm all in on it though.
Dude, I'm with you. It's one episode. But I got everything that I wanted out of this one episode. But let me say this, and I'm not trying to argue with anyone in the chat. I just have an opinion that I kind of have been growing lately. I am disliking comic book movie fans.
Mm-hmm.
I miss comic book fans. And I'm arguing that comic book fans and comic book movie fans are very different, right? Comic book fans, like when I was a comic book kid, I grew up reading comic books. We were isolated creatures. We were in the closet, if you will. And when you found out as a comic book fan, all you wanted to do was talk about the stuff you enjoyed. That's it. Everything was just entertainment and joy and fun because there wasn't that many of us.
Yeah.
The more that the comic book movie has taken over and the gatekeeping that has been going on and just the cynicism surrounding comic book movie fandom, it's not the same when it was just comic book fans.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm arguing that these past 10 years has been a rise exponentially of the comic book movie fan. Like, I would argue, BC, you're not a comic book movie fan. You've been a fan of this stuff before, right? I would put you in with me as a comic book fan. But you're more of a fan.
I was a superhero fan as a kid, but I didn't really read comics.
Yeah, but I would put you with that too, right? With what I'm saying. What I mean is this new day comic book movie fan, where everyone is tribal on Marvel or tribal on DC, and this actor can't do well because this actor already had it, or that movie's not going to do well because it's a different.
There's no objective thinking.
There's no objective thinking. It's all groupthink. It's all groupthink, and everyone wants that instant gratification, instant satisfaction. Where me and you, because we have
everything's either the greatest or it's absolute shit.
Absolutely.
Doug, there's other layers. There's
other layers. You know, when I was reading Secret Invasion, when the comic book was coming out, it was just a new story. We didn't compare the Secret Invasion story to the Civil War story. We didn't compare the Civil War story to the Crisis on Infinite Earth story. They were all just different stories that featured our favorite characters. And when we would talk about it, if I found out a comic book fan, I could say, man, remember Flashpoint? That comic book? Yeah, man. How that delved into the Watchmen? Because it does. Crazy. Yeah. You know, and I miss those conversations. Everything is so damn fucking negative. All the time. I guess everyone has a right to feel their way, but I just miss the days when we was just happy to be in a world where we got fucking a Skrull and a Marvel character and a Marvel property, right? Or when Blade came out, or with the Blade announcement, we were happy. We have so many new characters on TV and on movies than we've ever had before, and all I see are people being fucking bitches. Facts.
Yeah.
And it's just mad annoying, man. I'm trying to regain my positivity when it comes to
I'm not gonna lie to you, it is really hard. Like I got the other day the Craven trailer came out.
Woo!
And I lost my shit, and I went to talk about it. I was so excited to go talk about it to people, and everyone was like, "Yeah, it looks like shit." I'm like, all right, what, the lion's blood? This is stupid. Is it radioactive lion? I'm like, you ain't seen the movie. Why are you bitching? Everyone's so angry already.
I know.
And again, it got me to the point that I'm like, I'm over this. I don't want to talk. I got up. I was like, all right, and I just left Twitter again. I'm like, I'm not going to go listen to everyone bitch. Like, that's a waste of my time.
Right. I agree with you. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't be able to have the freedom to dislike something.
Yeah, dislike it, but I mean...
You could dislike it. Like, we all know, I don't like She-Hulk. She-Hulk is banned in my household. It's done. No subscription of mine will pay for more She-Hulk product. But that doesn't mean that I didn't watch it for the story. I watch it for the lore. I watch it to see how it connects. And I enjoy the story that Kevin Feige is creating. I have my issues.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, just be grateful sometimes that we got Tony Stark in a movie several times. Because in the 90s, you didn't get shit.
Yeah.
Go look at the old Fantastic Four in the 90s. And come back and tell me that Kraven the Hunter looks bad.
Yeah.
I also thought that the lion's blood was a little bit goofy. But
I don't care. Whatever. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know the context of that scene.
I don't know the context of the scene, but you know what, though? Russell Crowe looks awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, Russell Crowe is a dad to a lot of superheroes. Dad to Hercules.
Oh, shit.
He's a dad to Superman. He's a dad to Kraven. Russell Crowe is dad. He's a superhero dad.
He's technically the dad to Wonder Woman because he's also Zeus.
Zeus, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So, and then the look of it, the R-rated look of it, him biting the nose off. Yeah. And Aaron Taylor Johnson looks sick.
Yeah.
He looks sick as Kraven. And I'm excited to see that movie. And by the way, Sony.
Yeah, it's Sony. I mean, hey, it could be Morbius or it could be Venom. Whatever. I'm all in.
Hey, I like Venom. I wish I could get a Venom with Spider-Man.
Maybe it'll get to come out twice since Batgirl didn't get to come out at all. I'm never letting that go, by the way.
It was so funny. It's so funny. Oh, speaking of which, did you hear this rumor? I know we're about to go a little bit over time, but I want to throw this out there real quick. The Acolyte. There's a huge rumor out there right now. The Acolyte's getting canceled.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
I don't understand it. I don't know if I believe it yet. Giant freaking Robot spoke on it, which they're not very credible.
Yeah.
But I guess it's one of those. But I thought they already filmed it. I
have no idea.
I want to see it because Carrie-Anne Moss is in it. And Carrie-Anne Moss is a fucking beast.
I got to interview her. She was really nice.
Is she?
Yeah. I interviewed her for Tell Me a Story. That CBS show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her, dude. I liked her in Memento. Of course, The Matrix.
Yeah.
There was something else that she was in recently that
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. That's what it was. Yeah, she's a peach, man. I like her. So yeah, I guess that's our show, man.
Yes, sir.
The time flies when we're having fun.
Hell yeah, I like this. I like this new flow of just kind of, man. Let's just talk about stuff.
We got any more chats we need to holler at? I don't want to miss anybody.
We should
go a three column, babe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go.
Got little man over there, little Lando.
Yeah, I'm trying to multitask, so I was muted for a little bit. So that's great, awesome. Going back onto comic book movie fans, Fredtastic314 said comic book movie fans ain't got nothing on Star Wars fan toxicity. The first time I experienced fan toxicity was with Episode 1, Phantom Menace, and people saying George Lucas ruined my childhood.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Cry me a river, bro. I'm tired of the victims.
I'm with Fred, as in the Star Wars fandom is awful.
Oh no, Fred's right. No, I agree with Fred. The Star Wars fandom is by far the worst fandom. It could be the best fandom. We
are just the worst people on the planet, and it's awful. And I'm at the point that I'm like, I refuse to talk Star Wars with a lot of people now.
Yeah, Star Wars fans are like the Cowboys fans of the nerd.
We're assholes. Yeah,
and comic book fans are like the Eagles fans. I have no issue throwing my team out there. My fan base is trash.
Yeah, they're assholes too.
Yeah,
everyone's an asshole. Fuck it.
And then there's also then the Snyderverse fans. That's a whole special set of special.
Yeah.
Snyderverse fans. If you're a Snyderverse fan, and I'm not talking about the people that just like Snyderverse. I'm talking about the activists, the Snyderverse activists out there. Those guys, Jesus, get a life. But yeah, that's really good stuff, man. I'm really excited to hear more about this Joel Edgerton. I really hope this Joel Edgerton thing.
That'd be lit if that happens.
That's my takeaway from this. Any last thoughts, Lindsay?
Nope.
That cover the chat?
Yep.
All right, well, guys, there you have it. This is another episode of the Lando Project. We thank you so much for hanging out with us, and hopefully, you guys hang out with us tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and check out this new format we're going to go for, man. It's going to be dope. But yeah, BC, Big Dog, where can people find you?
My mans, follow me on all the social medias at The Grind Calls, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Of course, you can check me out on the Mad Titan podcast. I think we're back this week. We should have an episode on Monday. I think we're going to record as soon as I get off here. I think I'm going to go call Jay. But, yeah, check it out, and make sure you check out all the shows right here on the Lando Project this week. It's going to be really exciting. to see Lando out here. We gonna be killing it. We gonna bring you all the newses.
All the newses, all the times, all the finger guns. Guys, this has been the Lando Project. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and share all that fantastic news, good stuff. See you tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, right? We're going to be out here. Me and Lindsay and baby Lando killing the game. This has been the show. Finger guns. We love you. We appreciate you. Celebrate fandom respectively. We're out.